Good Monday. I'm Kris Foate. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Let's get started. Shirona?
Good morning. Today we have April Brewster Smythe. I got to know her from Facebook. She sent me an invitation and I made her a friend because of her smiley face. She had good energy, and she is in the green movement, and she has a company that covers ABCs of green movement, right? But she will explain more about what she does. What do you do, April? I mean, like, what kind of business is this?
The Green ABCs is a program for kids, and it's also for people, adults, kids of all ages, really. And what we have done, actually, I wrote a workbook about 3 years ago, and it's using the alphabet, and you tie a green term to each letter of the alphabet. So people can start to discuss it and learn it, about all the things that are happening in the green movement. Anthus Career Center is a partner of ours, and they did the first illustrations for the flashcard set that we have.
So, I mean, what's interesting is, like, sometimes I always tell people, like, your personality shows, even in your pictures. Usually when I get a request on Facebook, I can't delete it if I don't know the person. When I got an invitation from her, her personality showed. The joy and all kinds of stuff in her picture, so that I made her a friend, right? So that's how we started this process.
So the business sounds fascinating to me. This is obviously Monday Morning Jolt, so the people that are viewing want to know why Mondays are great for you.
Oh, well, I love Mondays because it's when I'm usually the most rested. I'm ready to go to town and really, get going. So Monday is a great day for me.
And do you prepare in any special way for the week or for your Monday?
Actually, on Sunday nights, I usually do. I get ready for the week. If I have things coming up, I look at my schedule for the week and those kinds of things. And normally, too, because I'm so involved with this business and building this business, I try to figure out different ways to set up things. I have a blog. I write for a lot of different online magazines, e-zines, whatever you want to call them. I make sure that Facebook, the Green ABC Facebook page that we have, I also make sure I try to put a lot of neat, quotes or whatever, and jokes or whatever, just to keep things going.
And interest in.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been in business, April?
We started we started out as the Wayndale Green Alliance in early 2008. And what that was a group of people in Wayndale that were, interested in green awareness and all those kinds of things. And then we shot off into the Green ABCs. So I'd say early 2008.
So one of the things that you have done is, like, you have taken it to a next step and make it even cool for kids.
Yes.
So that's what you have done.
Yes.
So anyways, like, I know you have been in business for at least a couple of years now. So what kind of advice can you give other businesses? What have you learned in this business that you can share?
One thing that I think is very important is that people are very passionate about what they are going to do. If they're going to be in a business of their own, they don't want to just take something off and just decide that they want to do this to make money. They want to have something that's really in there. It's just driving them. Especially when you get to be this age, because you have to have something that's driving you a little more, so yeah.
Something you love, something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, your customers or prospects see that too. When you're passionate.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, they think, like, this is regular business, I don't care, why would I care if that person doesn't care?
Right.
Something like that. That's what I think about. So your advice is, like, being passionate.
Do something you love.
It has to be something you love. It has to be.
Well, tell me what philosophy, or if you have an adage that you live by. What would summarize how you live your life?
Boy, I don't know. I had something happen a few years ago that changed my whole life because I was given a diagnosis that was very frightening, and actually is what propelled this passion. And it changed my viewpoint in the fact that I decided at that time to make sure that I left something behind for kids. You know, I have 2 grandchildren that I just love. And I wanted to make sure that I left behind something that was going to be important to their future, that would take them into the next century, you know. So I don't know if I'm answering your question.
No, I think that does.
Yeah.
It's really doing something now that will benefit others, even if you're not here.
Absolutely.
Which we, instead of planting a tree,
Yes.
even though you won't be able to sit under the shade of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
And then tell me, if you had a superpower, you could pick any superpower, what would that be?
Oh, I like Batman.
I like Batman. Well, so which one do you like? I like the suit.
Actually, I would, to be a little, you know, maybe to self-promote a little bit, we have Joe Green, who is our superhero in the Green ABCs.
Okay.
He's our superhero.
And what does he do? Make garbage disappear?
No, what he actually does is he goes through the ABCs and he says, I don't want to ride in cars by myself. I want to have a bunch of people with me. I want to take a walk instead of riding the car. You know, these kind of things. So that's his superhero type thing. Yeah.
And the other thing we want to know is, even though some people know you very well, what is something even those who don't know you well don't know about you?
I don't know if they would know I'm a
Your deepest, darkest secrets.
Oh, I am a law and order SVU addict.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, that really am. I don't know how deep and dark that is.
For those, that's a television show for them. It's not really
Yeah, that's not really a deep secret.
Interesting though.
Yep. So anyway, how do people get hold of you? I know Facebook is one way, but what's your website address and what's your phone number? How do people get hold of you?
We have a website. We have 2 websites. We have one that's under FortWayneGreen.com, and the other one is thegreenabcs.com. So it's very easy to get. We're also on Amazon.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, because we have the flashcard set on Amazon, and we also now have our coloring book on Amazon. So we have a Green ABC coloring book too.
So if somebody looks for you on Amazon or Facebook, what do they type?
The Green ABCs.
The Green ABCs. And do you have a phone number that people can call you?
Yes.
Okay, what's that phone number?
That's 260-247-2520.
All right, and we would like to thank April for coming and joining us today. And we would like to thank you for joining us. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Use it.